What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 2 of the Crunchtime NBA podcast. Today we're talking about the Memphis Grizzlies and their 800 injuries and counting, the Lakers and the Knicks, Chicago's playoff future, Golden State breaking records by the second, and Steph Curry just doing Steph Curry things. You guys are listening to Summit Jody and Robin Chowdhury, and this is Crunchtime. Let's go. Rest in peace to the Grizzlies. The injuries have been stacking up. They could probably start a hospital with all the injuries they got going on right now. You're listening to Summit and Chowds. What up, Chowder guy?
Hey, man. How's it going?
It's chilling. Have you seen these Grizzlies injuries? Have you seen this?
Yeah. It's not good.
Do you have a list?
Yep, I got a list. So, there's about 7 injured players on the Memphis Grizzlies.
Like half the roster, basically.
So, okay. Mike Conley, Achilles tendonitis. I think they just figured that out. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks.
Fantastic.
Vince Carter, calf injury. Zach Randolph, sore knee. I never understand the sore knee. Like, I don't understand that excuse.
Man, I have Zach Randolph on my fantasy team, and every day I check for an update, and it says sore knee, and I just want to strangle the bastard.
Aren't all NBA players sore? I don't understand.
What kind of excuse is that? Like, I see that, and I just want to like punch him, but then if I punch him, he's going to be injured out for longer, and it's going to hurt my fantasy team even more. Okay. And I'm just, okay, yeah, moving on. I don't want to talk about Zach Randolph.
Okay, Marc Gasol, fractured foot. And we already know that he's out for the rest. No, is he out for the rest of the season?
Yeah, he's out for the rest of the season. Hopefully he'll. Yeah.
So, and then I think after Marc Gasol they went out, they signed Brandon Wright, or they got him onto their team, and then he's gone too. He has some sort of knee issue, so he's gone. And then when Miami sent Birdman to Grizzlies, now Birdman or Heat. Did you hear about his new nickname?
Grizzilla.
The Grizzilla.
Yeah.
He's out too with a shoulder injury. So that's 6. And something that just happened today, someone that I just picked up.
Our boy.
Stevenson, out with a wrist injury.
That's a make him dance.
We're in playoffs right now in fantasies, man, and can't even explain. Lance Stevenson out with a wrist injury the day after I pick him up. And
Lance was killing it, and that could only last for so long. I mean, with all the falls and the slips and the retarded moves Lance does, he's bound to get injured.
That's so true.
But like speedy recovery to Lance, because NBA is a lot more fun when Lance is playing.
Does Shaq ever make like Shaqting a Fools on Lance Stevenson? I haven't ever seen a Lance Stevenson Shaqting a Fool.
There could just be like a single Shaqtin' a Fool episode just on Lance.
Exactly. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Lance Stevenson moment? I know exactly what mine is.
I think mine's blowing in it on LeBron's just because it was so subtle, but exactly. It just got everywhere.
Remember when there was that video of them like singing when he's like blowing in LeBron's ear? There's like, oh, oh man.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that meme or that little Vine, go check it out. Lance Stevenson, LeBron James.
Yeah.
Indiana versus Miami playoffs. That was like 2 years back.
2 years back, that was like the biggest video like online about basketball.
Yeah, this Vine was all over the place. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, seriously, Grizzlies, they're
39. They're 39 and 27 right now.
39 and 27. Yeah. That makes them what, the 5th seed, right?
They're 5th in the West. I'm so surprised. Like I don't even know how they're still 5th in the West.
You know what this means? Once if they stay at number 5 come playoff time, that means the Clips are going to verse them in the playoffs.
Either the Clips or the Thunder if Cylinder somehow drops off and the Clips take the 3rd seed.
That's true, and the Thunder are specialists at disappointing their fans, so anything's possible.
No, but I honestly think the Grizz will get destroyed by either one of them.
Oh yeah, no, they 100% will. That's what I'm saying. Is like the Clippers will have for the first time ever an easy run throughout the first round of the playoffs.
Not like San Antonio last.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, exactly.
That series was crazy for like a first round series.
I enjoyed that series almost more than the Cavs State series.
Yeah, exactly. The Chris Paul, that crazy impossible shot off the backboard.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
And just for an update, you guys will probably know this by the time you hear this pod, but Grizz also got killed by Houston today, like 130 to 81, something retarded.
Dude, they were in the 4th quarter, like they were down 52 at one point.
Jesus Christ!
Like because I knew we were going to talk about Memphis, so I go to the NBA.com and I look at the score. I'm like, I wonder how they're doing because they're managing pretty well with all these players out. And you look at the score down 52. I actually had to add it up, and I was like, holy cow.
It's crazy. I don't know. Like, hopefully Zach Randolph will come back and like get this team back on track. But props to the Grizz for like sticking with it and
Yeah,
going out there and competing.
Mad props, yeah. Like, without Conley and Zebo and Gasol. Look, they lost their big three. Like, I don't even know how they're even winning right now. Let's talk about yesterday's Lakers and Knicks game. Did you watch it?
I did, except for the fourth quarter, because I was like, oh, this game's boring. Let me leave. But then, of course, all the action happened in the fourth quarter.
Okay, so that was probably the worst game in the whole season up until that.
So painful to watch. I don't know how you watched the whole game. It was so painful.
I think I watch every Knicks game, even like all the way to the last second. So that's probably why.
I love watching the Lakers, but yesterday was just so painful.
Oh.
Like they're a fun team to watch. They suck, but they're a fun team to watch. And my boy D'Lo was like just horrible yesterday, but that's okay. He'll bounce back.
I don't know if there was too much defense in that game or like just no offense at all.
Not too much defense. It's Lakers and Knicks. There's never too much defense.
They all honestly look like watching the two worst NBA teams playing each other. Like that's how bad it was. It was so slow paced. Everyone was missing. Nobody looked like they had any energy whatsoever. Like I don't even know what the hell that was.
I know, and also just seeing the Knicks and the Lakers in the position that they are in right now, it's just sad because they're such like monumental organizations
big teams,
in the NBA. Right? Yeah, they got to pick it up. I mean, they will in the future season.
Yeah, it was the worst game, but those last 5 minutes were like one of the better 5 minutes of any game in this season. I don't get why you didn't watch it. I was texting you. And I was like, yo.
I know. I was playing NBA 2K.
Well, if you read my text in the beginning, you would just be like, oh, whatever. Because I was just complaining. I was like screaming. I was like, Knicks are going to lose to the Lakers.
But I hear that from you almost every day, so it's okay.
Yeah, they were up the entire game. Even though it was such a horrible game, like, they were up the whole game, and I still feel like the Knicks were playing the worst they've ever played this whole season.
And that's saying a lot. It's the Knicks.
Yeah. So basically what happened, like, last 5 minutes, like, out of the blue, Lou Williams comes back, after missing, like, 6 games, comes out of nowhere, hits, like, I think he hit, like, three threes and then a 2, gave the Lakers a 1-point lead, right? And Melo didn't play at all. Not Melo, what am I saying? Kobe didn't play in the third quarter or the fourth quarter at all. I thought he wasn't even going to come back, right? The second the Lakers took the lead, they just put Kobe in the game, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, no. And then he comes in, and he hit some
big shots, right?
Pardon?
He hit some big shots, right?
Yeah, you can never underestimate him, no matter how old he is, no matter where he is at his career.
100%. He's one of the greats for sure.
Yeah, so the second he got the ball, and Melo wasn't even on him, it was Aaron Aflalo was on him. And I was like, oh boy, it's not going to be good. He hits a shot, fade away.
Was it a turnaround fade?
Yeah, it was a turnaround fade on the baseline. It was dirty.
That is my favorite shot in basketball, the turnaround fade away.
So that gives him a 2-point lead. Melo comes back on the other side, hits a 3, like deep 3. It was nothing but net. And then they go back to the other side. They feed Kobe in the exact same spot. Hits another shot, another fadeaway. So it gives them a 1-point lead. Or I think that someone got fouled in between or something. So after Kobe hit that shot, they were up 2, right? And then Melo has a big guy on him. I think it was Julius Randle. And he just sized him up, hit the J, like the typical Carmelo Anthony jab step fadeaway shot.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I swear, it's something about Kobe like brings out the best in Melo. I haven't seen him like that clutch in a pretty long time.
Yeah, everybody always makes fun of the Knicks, including me. I know you're a huge supporter, but like, sometimes reality hurts.
Yeah, no. But
seriously, Melo's been playing like the best team ball of his career. I think
it's good stuff. But yeah, anyways, so then Kobe.
Did you hear? By the way, did you hear what happened with Melo at the end? Like the conversation that they had.
Yeah, I watched his post-game interview
with Jose Calderon like hitting the game winner. Did you hear what Melo said?
What did he say?
So after Jose hit the game winner, Melo apparently said that he wanted the game winner, and that's the way he would have liked things to end between him and Kobe. Only in the Knicks organization. That's what I heard. I don't know. I read it online somewhere.
No. I watched the interview.
But that's what I heard.
No, I watched the interview. He was happy. He was like, "No, I'm happy Jose hit that shot." He said that he liked competing with Kobe, and he liked that the game ended up being a close game because like he liked how that would go, how that would end with him and Kobe in his last game. Yeah.
But the fans were so mad at Jose for not celebrating after the win.
I was gonna say this. The funniest thing about this week probably is that the other day when OKC played the Timberwolves, Ricky Rubio hits that game-winning 3. Spanish guy. And
Yeah.
today, another Spanish guy, game-winning three, or yesterday, and they both had the exact same reaction.
Just walk away like nothing happened.
Straight walk away, no reaction. I don't know about Rubio, but I know Calderon did it because like he knows every single Knicks fan hates him so much. So he's just like, fuck all you.
Only the Knicks, man. Only the Knicks fans can like be upset when the Knicks lose. Only the Knicks organization could win, but then also still lose at the same time.
Like remember, I was texting you like during the game, like in the first half, and I was just talking mad shit about Jose Calderon.
Yeah. And then he goes and saves your team.
Yeah. Did you see like Kobe and Melo hug and how emotional it was after the game?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
It was so good to see that, man. Did you know there was like 66 game-winning shots just between those two people?
In between the two of them, I saw that stat. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Two of the greats for sure.
Yeah, it was good to see that. Melo talked about it after, and they were asking like what they think Kobe will do after he retires and stuff like that. And Mel was like, I don't know, but it's gonna be something competitive for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I don't know if Kobe could be like a NBA, like a TNT guy, like with Shaq and Kenny and Charles.
It'd be so funny if he was though. He'd be like the
hilarious.
serious. I feel like if he joined the TNT crew, he'd be like the serious one out of all of them. And like every time Shaq and Barkley go at each other, he'd just like be sitting there just nodding his head.
He'd be like rolling his eyes just on the corner. Oh, actually, one more thing about the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard about this. So, D'Angelo Russell and Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah.
They want the world to call them the Swag Bros.
What?
Let me say that again, just for extra effect.
What?
They want them to call them the Swag Bros.
Why? The Swag Bros?
I don't know what to say.
Oh, I don't know what I think about that.
To D'Lo and to Clarkson, keep playing well, keep doing your thing. You know, as long as that's going strong, call yourself whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. It's all good.
I don't really like the Splash Brothers. That's sick. But I don't know about the Swag Brothers.
So from the Lakers and the Knicks to a team that's doing a little bit better, not a lot, but like a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, and you know, their condition right now in the playoffs, they're kind of screwed at the moment. Powell just got hurt. Jimmy, I think, came back today, or he's supposed to come back this week.
He just came back today.
So, I mean, he's come back today.
They
and they won today too. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're I think the number 9 seed right now. So they're 33 and 32.
Yeah, Pistons are ahead of them by half a game, so they got one more win.
Yeah, Detroit's in the playoffs now. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know, because right when Jimmy Butler came back today, Pau Gasol is out at least 2 games. I don't know why, but
yeah.
But I don't think that the Chicago Bulls have to worry too much.
Here's what I'm saying. What do you think? Do you think Chicago should risk, you know, Butler's coming back from an injury, right? And
yeah.
Powell will be back in about a week or so. Do you think Chicago should risk, you know, competing this year in the playoffs and going for an 8 seed or a 7 seed with the risk of, you know, Jimmy getting hurt further or Powell getting hurt further, you know, only to be kicked out in the first round by Cleveland? Or do you think that it's better for the organization for them to just maybe chill this year and then go compete next year with a strong team as well,
man.
a healthy team?
How much stronger can Chicago get? Okay, if you talk about health wise, then maybe, but like strength wise, their team is solid, man. They actually have a good contending team.
It is. I mean, the roster's been solid all year, but I mean, look at the record, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the roster's one thing, but if you can't play together, then that's separate.
Butler was like the only thing the second he went out, they went and lost like a ton of games. I think if they can get to the 7th seed, I don't think it's that far. Who's in 7th right now? But yeah, they'd probably play Toronto, but
right now, 7th seed Pacers are in 7th right now.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't want Toronto to get knocked out in the first round again, but if it comes to it, Chicago might be able to do that because they just beat Toronto today and they beat them the last time they played Toronto as well.
Man, I don't know, we're both Canadians, and seeing Toronto get knocked out in the first round again, that would be too much for the city and like the country to handle. I don't know.
Yeah. But do you think they'll keep that? They'll stay in the top 8, or do you think they'll get knocked out? Because Washington is right behind them. I think they're about 2 games behind, and people might not be noticing it, but the Bucks are literally creeping into the playoff to the 8th spot.
Yeah, the Bucks are looking good right now.
Yeah,
like, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's killing it right now.
What do you have yesterday? 28, 13, 11, 2 blocks, 3 steals.
Disgusting dunk.
Not dunk.
Did you see that?
Like
the fake pass in the dunk.
Yeah.
The fast break. Did you see that?
Yeah,
oh, that's beautiful.
That. Oh man, this guy, he's at the free throw line and he takes a Euro step and dunks it.
I know.
Like, it's not even a Euro step layup, it's a Euro step dunk. I don't even know.
It's crazy. He's just a freak of nature.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's in Chicago's best interests for them to, stay in the playoff race. But it is Chicago, because I don't know, personally, I don't think they can make it that far. But at the same time, it is Chicago, so the fans expect playoffs. Yeah. So they might just do it just for the sake of that. What do you think?
What I feel bad about, I feel bad for Chicago because I don't even know if it's team. The one guy that's always in Chicago's way is LeBron James. He's the reason why they can never get far in the playoffs. It's always LeBron that knocks them out.
Yeah, but that's not going to be any different this year.
I know. So unless they didn't even make that big of a change. The only thing they did was getting Pau Gasol.
Huge change. What are you talking about?
Well, do you think that change made them a championship contending team?
No, I don't think so.
That's what I mean. I don't know.
It made them closer for sure, but I don't think they can, be a championship.
What do you think they need though? We know their defense is their identity, although it hasn't been that great this season. But
it used to be their identity. Yeah. I don't know.
Tom Thibodeau was a sick coach, though. I hope he coaches the Knicks.
I hope so. I hope Tom Thibodeau gets a job in the NBA again soon. Yeah, he's a pretty sweet coach. Yeah.
What do you think about Jimmy Butler, though? Do you how good of a player do you think he is?
Jimmy Butler, I think he's definitely, I want to say, one of the top 5 two-way players in the league for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's the second best two-way player, right behind Kawhi Leonard.
I would say Kawhi. I don't know, because LeBron's up there too. Kawhi and LeBron are both up there. Klay Thompson's pretty good too, but I think I'm gonna put Jimmy at 3 behind Kawhi and LeBron.
Really? If it was a one-on-one situation, and who would you be the most scared of? If they were guarding you, LeBron James or Jimmy Butler?
LeBron James.
Really?
I don't know, man. Imagine seeing LeBron James in real life. And imagine seeing him in front of you.
I'm saying if you have the mentality of an NBA player, not just regular guys. If I saw LeBron James, I'd be like, oh God, you'll chase me down and block me.
Yeah, you would just give him the ball.
Yeah, I'd be like, here, just take it, LeBron. I'm not even going to try. Oh.
Let me just save you the next 30 seconds. Just take it from me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, I think he's got huge potential, and I think Chicago's future goes wherever Jimmy Butler's future goes.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know about D Rose. His numbers ever since January started have been really solid, but
they've been good.
Yeah, he's not nearly as explosive as he was before.
I don't think he's ever going to be as explosive as he was before. So I think fans and the NBA community is just kind of got to get used to that Rose is going to be a different player from here on out.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, even through the injuries and the lower numbers and the kind of different style of play that he's been doing lately, I think he's still like being intense and going to the basket and stuff like that. But I think props to him for staying with it, because going through all that rehab and those surgeries and the treatments and all that stuff, and then coming back to perform the way he's performed on the court, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Right now is the time for the BOP.
The BOP?
The breakout player of the week.
The breakout player of the week.
What did we say last week? Last week I said Lillard, and what did you say?
I said D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, you said D'Angelo. Okay. All right. Do you want to do the same thing as last time and see if we're in sync?
Let's do it. 3, 2,
wait,
1.
Kemba
Walker.
Oh, you already said it. Kemba Walker. I wasn't gonna say. I didn't even think of Kemba Walker. I was gonna say Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah. Giannis is up there too.
Yeah,
I was tied between the two of them for me.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? Do you want to hear Kemba's stats for the
week?
So Kemba this week for the week. So the Crunchtime Pods BOP breakout player of the week has been Kemba Walker for me anyway. In the past week, he's averaged 27.8 points per game, 3s, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal on 53% shooting from the field and 80% from the free throw line.
And the Hornets are 4-0 this week too.
The Hornets are on a 7-game win streak right now. They just lost actually tonight to Dallas, but before that they had won 7 games in a row.
Yeah, that was solid. He was carrying their team.
Yeah, he's a stud, man. He's been playing lights out lately.
Did you see the shimmy he did?
Yeah, I saw the shimmy.
Every time someone does a shimmy, it's so entertaining.
I know. Who's your BOP of the week?
I said Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I don't have any stats. But I know this guy's gotten 3 or 4 triple doubles this week. Well, if you breakout player, meaning stats wise, I think Milwaukee's been winning a decent amount of games, And on top of that, all of his highlight plays are just ridiculous. But yeah, anyways, whoever's listening, make sure to comment or tweet us or whatever and tell us what you think the BOP or the BOP of the week is. We'd like to know. It'd be cool to see what everyone else thinks who broke out this week.
Yeah, tweet us at pod Crunchtime. It's POD and then Crunchtime.
Yeah, for sure. We want to hear what you guys think.
You know what I think, Chuds?
What?
I think Kristaps Porzingis has a bright future.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Right? You think so?
Oh, man. I love Kristaps Porzingis. I'm not even going to lie. He's the best.
Is he your favorite Knick right now? As a Knicks fan, can you say KP is your favorite Knicks? You choose KP over Melo?
Well, I think he'll do way more for this team than Melo has ever done. So, probably, yeah.
Damn, that's a big statement.
It's true, though. Okay. You know...
Yeah, you think so?
Do you think that he will be as big as Dirk Nowitzki is right now? Or do you think he has the potential to be that big?
I think he's got the skill set.
Hells yeah, he does.
I think he's got like a similar stature, like the build, the height.
Yeah.
He's got the shot.
Here, let me break this down for you. I know everything about Okay.
All right,
Dirk
ladies and
Nowitzki.
gentlemen, our Kristaps Porzingis specialist is in the house.
Let's talk about
Childs,
Dirk
please.
Nowitzki. In
Tell
Dirk
us.
Nowitzki's first year, okay? Do you know what he averaged?
I do not.
Okay, he averaged 8 points, 3 rebounds, 0.6 steals and blocks. And from 3-point range, he was 20%. He had a horrific rookie year.
Jesus.
Yeah, they asked Dirk Nowitzki, when they asked him about Kristaps when they played Dallas this year, he was like, this guy's like what did he say? The sky's the limit for him. And he was like comparing Kristaps' first season to his own first season. And just so you know, Kristaps is averaging, okay, let's not forget about Karl Anthony Towns as a rookie and what he's averaging. But if you...
Yeah, Cat is winning Rookie of the Year this year.
At
For
this
sure.
rate, yeah. Unless if the Knicks made the playoffs, maybe KP would have like a little advantage, but they're not going to make playoffs either. So, yeah, Cat's going to win it. But
That's the Knicks
before,
playoff.
though,
That's cute.
yeah, okay. But before Cat started going like absolutely mental, though, it seemed like it was kind of a tie away, and people were saying they would get like the co-rookie of the year, like how Jason Kidd and Grant Hill got they both got rookie of the year.
Yeah, no, that'd be sweet.
That would have been cool.
But he's pulled away recently. He's pulled away.
But yeah, KP's averaging 14 points, 7 boards, 2 blocks, and he's shooting 38 from 3. And he shoots like 1 or 2 threes a game.
I get that.
That's just comparing the first year stats, though. Okay, first of all, Dirk Nowitzki is not known as like a defensive-minded player, right? He's just straight offense.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy can block shots like crazy.
This guy's just fun to watch. Like everything he does is just so like popping from blocks to the shots to like everything.
When I'm watching this guy play, like I think the one thing he needs to learn is that he does not need to jump. Like if a player's coming at him, he does not need to jump. He just needs to put his hands up and
He just has to stand there. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he's been having a lot of trouble because he keeps getting called for fouls because he keeps like jumping, leaving the ground, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if he can fix that, man. Okay, this as an example, like when the Knicks played the Clippers on I think it was Saturday, right? Did you watch that game?
The Knicks versus the Clippers. No, I did not watch the game.
Okay, so what they were doing is I think the Knicks were down like 6 points or something, right? And they're in the fourth quarter, and for the first time, I don't know what like their coach Kurt Rambis, I don't know what he was thinking, but for some reason they were feeding Kristaps Porzingis in the post, and there's like 3 minutes left in the game. They're just feeding him the ball over and over again.
So what's wrong with that?
That's a great thing, but I've never seen that happen before. And I saw something about this guy that I never even knew that he could do, man. Like DeAndre Jordan was guarding him, okay? So first of all, the one good thing about Kristaps, he forces centers to have to come out all the way to the 3-point line to guard him, okay?
Yeah, and that spaces out the floor. That's huge.
Exactly. And especially somebody like DeAndre Jordan, bringing him out to the 3-point line, you know how much that opens it up for everyone else on the team?
Yeah, definitely.
That's one thing that the Knicks do not use because they're stupid. That's one thing they don't use. And then the second thing is this guy was crossing up DeAndre Jordan. Like straight right to left crossover, take it to the cup and dunk it. Like he did that twice.
Jesus.
But the problem with that game is that I think they fed him 5 or 6 times. and he had 3 point blank shots right at the rim and missed all 3 of them. Like there was nobody there. He would already get rid of DeAndre Jordan. Like they'd feed him the ball like corner free throw line, and he would just get to the cup like it was nothing. Like he's so agile and he's so flexible, like the way he moves with the ball.
Man, I mean, a missed shot is a missed shot, but like the fact that he's even getting those looks and getting that close,
Exactly.
I mean, the potential is there for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, you guys waited 50, 60 games to start like feeding this guy the ball in the post?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man, but yeah, that was something crazy that I saw about him. If he can perfect his game and get good at like getting inside the post, I don't even know. This guy can be really crazy.
Yeah, no, Knicks definitely have they found a gem with KP for sure. On our Twitter at Pod Crunchtime, I was having a conversation with one of our followers, Sports Only Talk, at Sports Only Talk. If you guys want to check him out, he's got the coolest photos all about the NBA. So he's, it's a pretty cool channel, so check it out. So we were talking about Melo. So Chouts, maybe you want to chime in on this conversation. What should Melo do once this summer arrives? Should he leave? Should he stay? Considering his condition, considering what he wants, if he says he wants to stay in New York, is he willing to, put the work in, attract free agents, wait maybe another year or two?
Yeah.
Or if he literally, if he legit wants to win a ring, should he leave to a better contending team and, he has 2 years left in his prime. I'd say, yeah, I think we agreed on
years, yeah.
2 to 3 years. So is it better to take advantage of those 2 to 3 years and go somewhere that'll put him in a position to win? What do you think? Both of us, myself and Sports Only Talk, we both talked about it and we thought that it would be better for Melo to leave. Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling you're going to think differently.
Well, the thing is, he has a no trade clause in his contract, okay? But although he can waive that whenever, right? If you really, really wanted to leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my response based on what I think Melo thinks, okay? Because I watch all of his interviews and people always ask him about this stuff, right? You can see it on his face that he is not okay with his whole situation in the Knicks right now, okay? So he went. Phil Jackson actually told the media the other day, 2 days ago, that Carmelo Anthony approached Phil Jackson and he wanted to talk to him because he had a couple questions for Phil Jackson about the Knicks and their future. And he's like, yeah, we talked. And then Carmelo was like, yeah, it was a good conversation. I can't really go into the details about what I asked him. And he just had this look on his face that basically told me in a second that he's gone, like he's going to leave. You could just see it on his face.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think, though, why would you leave before the next season started? Like, before you even find out if you can attract any agents, if you can get anybody on the team that can help you even more. Like,
I think if he leaves, obviously he's going to leave after
the trade deadline.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think if he realizes that there's no hope of another free agent coming, I don't think Melo's in a position where he's okay with wasting another year.
No, that's
he's way too talented to waste years not making the playoffs.
Okay, think about this. Of course he has a huge ego and he's known to be like a phenomenal scorer, right? But imagine Carmelo Anthony as like the third man on your team. Like, just imagine on a championship. Like, imagine. Okay, I don't think he'll go to Cleveland, but just imagine if Carmelo Anthony went to a team like Cleveland or a team like Miami or something like that, where he's like the second or third option. Like, on top of all the threats that you have on your team, and then you have somebody like Carmelo Anthony, just a straight score. He doesn't have to worry about anything else but to score the ball. Imagine,
which is what he does best.
Yeah. Like, I think that would help other teams a lot. I don't think there's anyone that wouldn't want Melo on their team.
And I think regardless of the team, whether it's Boston, Miami, Chicago, whatever, I think if Melo is your second or third scorer on your team, I think you're in a great position.
Exactly. He's not like, no matter how much he tries, like you can see it this year. He's way more of a leader this year. He's making his teammates better. He's passing the ball. But it's just not like who he is. Like if you're a player, there's something that like defines you, right? What defines Carmelo Anthony? He's a talented, pure scorer. Like, that's what defines him.
Definitely, 100%.
It's not a bad thing that he's not a leader. He just can't like lead a team like the way people like Chris Paul does or LeBron James does.
Yeah.
So knowing what kind of player he is, he would be the best as a second or third option on a team.
Speaking of leading teams, you know who's a pretty good leader right now?
Who?
Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a pretty good leader right now.
Yep. He got Western Conference Player of the Week.
Western Conference Player of the Week. And Golden State, they're versing the Pelicans right now. And we're recording right now, so we won't know the end score until later tonight.
Yeah.
But the chances are they're going to beat the Pelicans tonight. And if they do, the Golden State Warriors will be the first team to 60 wins. To the fastest 60 wins in NBA history.
That's unreal.
The fastest 60 wins in NBA history. That's ridiculous. In the past week alone, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
In the past week alone, Steph Curry has been shooting 31 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.5 steals on 51% shooting from the field, 85% shooting from the free throw line, and 6 threes a game.
Dude,
6 threes a game.
Summit, he's at 318 threes. Wasn't he just at 300? Like,
he was just at 300 last time. This is scoring his sleep. Like, this guy's ridiculous. This guy, I don't even know what to say.
Okay, first of all, I was looking up like Ray Allen stats because, as you know, Ray Allen's my all-time favorite shooter, right?
Yeah.
So, I'll tell you one thing. Ray Allen played in the NBA for about 18 years, okay? And everybody knows, we all know Ray Allen, okay? One of the most lethal, most craziest three-point specialists that we've ever seen in this NBA up until now when Steph Curry is here. This guy, in his 18-year career, he leads the league at 2,973 threes made, okay?
Okay.
It took 18 years to do that. And
say the number again?
2,973.
2,973 threes. All right.
And that's a lot of threes. Okay,
that's a lot of threes.
A lot of them came in the playoffs in clutch situations for Boston, like even when he was on Seattle. Okay, so
Miami. Let's not forget Miami. Let's not forget that 3.
The 3.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The Bosch gets the rebound, gives it to Ray. Bang!
The craziest moments in NBA history for sure.
Yeah, if that never happened, they might have not even won the championship that year.
That never happened. They could have. LeBron could have left that year. Like that was the rumor going.
Things would have been different.
If that shot go in, the league could have been so much more different.
Exactly. But as I was saying, 2,973 threes in 18 years. Steph Curry, he's been in the league for 5 years. He was drafted in 2009, right?
Yeah.
He's at 1,509, 1,509 threes in 5 years. That's less than a third of how long Ray Allen played.
That's insane.
And he's already halfway. So at this rate, in 10 years, he will already be at 3,000 threes. He'll already beat Ray Allen 5 years.
Yeah. So after 10 years of playing in the league, Steph Curry will have made more three-pointers than Ray Allen, one of the greatest shooters in history, made in 18 years.
And I think he'll beat it because the first couple years of his career, he wasn't even like shooting them how he is now.
He wasn't even healthy. He wasn't even healthy. Yeah.
So if he's shooting them like how he's shooting them now, he'll probably get there like in 3-4 years from now.
And the rest of the league might be screwed if Golden State stays as good as they are for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
You just have to start giving the trophy to Golden State.
It sucks for LeBron, man. Steph Curry just popped out of nowhere, ruined his shine.
Man, honestly, LeBron in the past couple weeks or so, or a couple games at least for Cleveland, he's been leading that team pretty well as well. I don't know if you've heard about this, but the Cavs just had like a 2-day trip or a 2-game trip in LA. So they played the Lakers first, and then they played
they won
the Clips.
both. Yeah.
They won both, and there was a report that came out saying that LeBron told the team not to go out in LA. So not to party.
That's what he needed to do, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy leadership skills. You're in LA. Obviously, the entire team wants to go out and get loose and party and drink. But LeBron's like, no, this is a business trip. We're here to finish. We're here to take care of business. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
See, like that's what you call a legit leader, man. And the fact that everyone's listening to you, especially if J.R. Smith. I'm sure Melo. I'm sure
especially J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I'm sure he never listened to Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony probably went out with him, man.
Like Melo was probably like, oh, I can't fix the guy. I'll just join him. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll just join him and party with him. Oh man.
Hey, you know what LeBron was saying to? I just thought of this. You know what LeBron was saying to his team during their trip in LA?
Yeah.
You know what he was saying? He was like, please, baby, no more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. It's a Kanye song. Tell me you get that. Okay, oh my God.
I was sitting here and I was like, wait, is this from his new album?
Oh, chouts.
You said it and I was like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hey, by the way, since we're talking about Cleveland right now,
Continue.
Yo, so as I was saying, Channing Frye right now,
Mm-hmm.
he's one hell of an addition. for
Oh
Cleveland.
yeah, I didn't think he'd be making an impact that fast.
I've been watching the past couple games. Man, when I haven't seen him miss a three yet. Obviously he has, but I just haven't seen him miss one.
Dude, against the Clippers yesterday, they were destroyed. They shot 18 threes, I think. They made 18 threes.
Yeah, they had 13 the game before or something like that, and they just topped that with 18.
I seen J.R. Smith shoot some crazy threes, like from the corner. With,
Fadeaways from the corner.
yeah, Redick's like all over him, and he still makes it. I couldn't believe it. Well, actually, I can. I've seen him do that, but it's just crazy.
And JR's the kind of player, when he put the shot like that, you're like, oh my God. But when he goes in, it's like, oh my God. Like, you're the guy. Like, your reaction goes from one end of the spectrum to the other in a matter of seconds.
But then when he misses them, like, you just think he's the worst player, like, of all time.
Sometimes it's just like his decision-making skills.
He's so much like LeBron actually makes his like the players around him better, man.
And since we're talking about the mental makeup and how some players can be a little hard to deal with mentally, I think I've solved OKC. Not solved, but
Yo,
I know their problem.
To be honest, they've actually been like attempting to pass the ball around in the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Been trying for sure.
Yeah, but what were you saying?
But like, I mean, we were talking about this earlier. How OKC's just been like murdered by the past 2 games. I think it was.
First they lost. Minnesota. They lost to Timberwolves, and then they lost to Spurs the next day on the back.
Rubio. Yo, he's that Spaniard. Him and Jose, those Spaniard assassins.
Yeah, the Spaniard emotionless assassins. Shoot the game-winning 3, walk away like it's nothing. It's like it's like Did you ever watch Power Rangers?
No.
You never watched Power Rangers?
I did, but like I wasn't a fan, like a huge fan that I knew what was going on.
I'm sure they do it in other stuff. Like you beat the bad guy and then there's a big explosion in the background. Then there's a big explosion, you just walk away.
But you know who should not be proud? OKC fans.
Yeah.
OKC don't have a lot to be proud of right now. OKC, I mean, they're killing it right now. I don't know what their record is. I think it's like 40. Oh, wait, no, they just won today. They just beat Portland. They crushed Portland.
Wait, they had another game today?
Yeah, they just killed Portland 128-94.
Holy.
So that's their record at 43-22.
Okay, so they're still ahead of the Clips.
Yeah, they're still.
Because Clips lost yesterday, and then.
Are you ready for this? You ready for Russell Westbrook's stat line for today?
Oh, I heard something about it. What was it?
17 points, 10 rebounds, 16 assists, 2 steals, 1 block,
dude.
1 triple-double on 63% shooting from the field.
But dude, wasn't that game blown out in like the first 3 quarters?
Oh, I have no idea. But
I don't think he even played the fourth quarter, man.
That's insane.
Because I have Durant on fantasy.
The fourth quarter.
Yeah, because I have Durant on fantasy, and I was checking it out, and I saw that the game was blown out in the third quarter. He had 20, and he didn't even play the rest of the game.
Jesus, yeah, no, I checked Westbrook when the game started for my team, and like I saw him get one to the triple-double, but I was like, I don't know if he's going to get it. And if you're right, and they didn't even play the fourth quarter, for him to get 17, 10, and 16 in 3 quarters, God,
that's just mental. Yo, if he got a triple-double today, that means he passed Draymond Green.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was tied with Draymond Green for most triple-doubles.
Shit.
Those two guys are insane, man.
I know.
They make triple-doubles look like, I swear to God, just a couple years, like the last couple years, triple-doubles were something that you didn't see a lot. Like, once in a while, LeBron James would get it. Like, I don't even remember who else we used to get triple-doubles. Yeah.
And now the players just get them like they're nothing. Like,
yeah,
just, like,
it's
left, right.
Man, the NBA is evolving way too much, man.
Talent level is like at an all-time high right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
Which is also what I think what the problem with OKC is. I think OKC's talent level is like, I mean, since the All-Star break, they're 8-12.
Yeah.
Or they've lost 8 of 12. Not 8 and 12, but they've lost 8 of 12.
8 out of their
games.
12. Yeah.
Yeah. I think their talent level is just like, it's crazy high, which is why they've been winning games and why they can still win games. But I think their mental makeup is like, that's going to be the difference between them winning games and them being a winner.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. At the same time, it's just the difference between them going to the finals and getting a championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if like I don't know how to fix that. It's not like you just put a player, get a free agent or something like that,
No, man,
and
their
suddenly the
team is
team's all fixed. It's
stacked,
like an
man.
internal.
Their team is stacked. They
Their
have
team, they have
everything
one of
they
the
need.
like on paper, they have one of the best rosters in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Maurice Cheeks and them like they've been kind of shorthanded in terms of their coaching staff, which I think might have affected their like mental makeup and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like the talent is there. The roster's good. I mean, everything seems solid except
They
for their
make you
confidence
wonder, man.
levels,
Like,
or like
yeah, they make you
What do you
wonder,
mean?
like, when you have such a crazy team like that, like, what are you doing with yourself?
yeah, like if you're KD or if you're Westbrook right now, you're thinking to yourself, look at these numbers that I put up. I I put in 110% effort every night,
Yeah.
and we're still in the place that we're in right now. I feel like they've like hit a glass ceiling, like they're so good,
Yeah.
but they can only be so good.
Like, even, like, you see what Westbrook's
So-
doing, right? Have you seen what KD's been averaging, like, this last month or more, I think?
KD's been killing it. Yeah,
Okay.
the guy's a scoring machine, and he's been putting in work. His passing numbers are up too.
Okay, let me tell you this. 50% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, 3 3-pointers per game, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks. All in the month of, in the last month.
Yeah, see, that's gold. Whether you're talking like fantasy gold or just
Yeah.
like, having a player like that on your team, like it doesn't get a lot better than that.
Yeah, I don't know what they should do to solve their problem. I have no idea. Like, I watched them play the Spurs, and I swear to God, Durant passed it out. In the last 2 minutes, he passed it out. He gave it to Ibaka once. He gave it to Steven Adams once. He gave it to Waiters once. Oh, not Waiters, someone else. And all 3 of them met.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think obviously like you don't want to be selfish, but when you're in those tight situations and when you're one of the best players in the world,
Yeah.
you just take that on you to make those plays yourself,
Yeah.
But winding down the show, I think we're gonna end it with a little bit of fantasy frenzy for you
Yeah, it's
NBA fantasy fans,
this one's
NBA
gonna be
fantasy
short.
players out there. Yeah, we want to warn you guys in advance. The fantasy pool, the waiver wire out there is it's a pretty shallow pool right now.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of talent on the waiver, which you guys probably know because you've probably been suffering the same fate as Robin and I have for the past week or so.
Yeah, because the playoffs are
But-
just starting for us, and there's absolutely nobody.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good players.
Did I
to pick
tell
up
you,
right
Summit,
now.
what happened? Like, literally, the playoffs started today for us, right? And
Yeah.
2 days ago, I had... Okay, first of all, Joel Okafor out for the rest of the season. So I drop him. I pick up Jeremy Grant, okay? And I have...
Yep.
So I already have Robert Covington on my team as well. So I have those 2 guys from Philly. Guess what happened? They bumped into each other, and both of them got a concussion. Are you kidding me? So I lose 2 players in like 1 day right before the playoff. Fun.
So 2 players on your team hit each other,
Yep.
injured each other,
Yep.
and now they're both out.
Yep.
Only with you, Robin.
Only with...
All right. What can we say? What can we advise these people for? What kind of advice can we give to the people for fantasy, for the waiver wire? Firstly, we're gonna say if anybody here is looking for a somewhat ideal pickup for their team, I'm saying somewhat because the ceiling's not going to be very high,
Yeah.
but the chances are there. We're gonna say anybody on Memphis. So
Anyone on Memphis.
literally, Memphis is paper thin right now. I think they probably have like 7 or maybe 8 guys in the rotation. So there's going to be a lot of minutes to go around, which means there's a lot of stats waiting to be had.
Yep.
So anybody on Memphis, ideally you want to go for somebody like Matt Barnes, Tony Allen, JaMychal Green. Those guys have been, showing up recently.
Yep.
Ray McCollum, he's supposed to be, he had a good first game.
Let me
like
see how
13
he did
points,
today.
5 assists or something like that.
He did...
Oh, he sucked. He was terrible today.
Yeah, he's stuck. But he's still their starting point guard right now. If you guys are looking for...
Yeah,
another-
so I mean, he's...
Yeah, so another point guard would probably be Shelvin. I think his name is Shelvin. Shelvin Mack from Utah.
Yeah, Shelvin Mack on Utah. He's been looking good lately.
Yep.
At the half right now, Shelvin Mack has 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 threes.
Yep. So that's
At the
solid.
half.
He had 27 just the other day.
So he's definitely worth a look for you guys.
Yep.
And then I guess Robin, I don't know if you have a last pick for Fantasy Frenzy, but my last pick is David Lee on the Mavs right now.
Yeah.
He's kind of like an under the wire, low key kind of person.
Yeah, we talked about
pick
David
up.
Lee last.
David Lee has been averaging 9 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block on 53% shooting from the field and 83% from the line.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's only averaging like 20 minutes a game, something 25 minutes a game. So I mean, the efficiency and the production value is there. So I think David Lee's worth a look as well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't think I have anybody else to say to pick up. Actually, if you really need points and rebounds, Tyson Chandler's been getting a lot of minutes lately. He's been playing about around 28 to 30 minutes a game alongside Alex Len as well. So that'd be helpful.
Yeah, be warned. Tyson Chandler is injury prone as fuck. He has destroyed the team so many times in the past.
Yeah.
So
and then one more piece of advice
when it comes to Chandler. Yeah.
One more piece of advice for this week, because the week is starting today. Do not pick up or try not to have any Lakers players, because the Lakers are only playing 2 games this week.
True. And for anybody that has Lance Stevenson right now, including my boy Chowdhury guy, Robin, I don't know what to say about Lance. I mean, he's out today, but hopefully he'll be back before the next game.
Did you read the info thing? It was just like, this happened so suddenly. I was like, of course it did.
Out of nowhere, Lance has been injured.
Yeah.
Like, of course Lance has been injured.
Yeah.
They got Memphis, I think, has like 4 games this week, so the potential is there for Lance to have some good output. So, hold on, Lance fans. All right?
Yeah.
But, Chowds, anything else you want to add onto the show for our listeners?
I think we covered pretty much everything we could this week.
All right, perfect. You guys are listening to Crunchtime NBA. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you guys in a couple days with a special guest.
Yep.
So tune in for that. In the meantime, keep balling and have a good night. See you guys.